Rick Ross, Big Boss, G-Unit, G-Unit. Welcome back to Brain Flow TV again, everybody. It is the host with the most. Now, you know, Rick Ross and 50 Cent have been going at it for quite some time. And the beef has always been pretty dirty and personal. We've always heard from 50 Cent what the beef was about, but Rick Ross is now deciding to go into details. So according to newsbreak.com, Rick Ross is revealing the true extent of his long-standing beef with 50 Cent in new court documents. Some feuds are so old that we and even those involved forget what caused them in the first place. 50 Cent versus Rick Ross beef falls into that category. Seriously. Both rappers are known for their antagonizing figures, so it's not entirely surprising that they would get on the wrong side of each other. But as for the exact reason why, which we have not really known, we now have sworn proof. Ricky Ross took it to the courts. Now, according to Rick Ross, the beef began because 50 looked at Ross the wrong way at the BET Hip Hop Awards in 2008. Can you imagine being at the BET Hip Hop Awards in 2008 and looking at Rick Ross the wrong way? Your ass might have got a beat down because you don't have bravado and you don't have security like 50 Cent does. Okay? So for the fact that that whole beef started by simply someone looking at the other person the wrong way is to show you how petty this shit really is. He said that he then dissed the 21 Questions rapper in the track a few months later. Dissed him. You know what I'm saying? And 50 followed suit. Mocking ensued. And then over the next few years, they started going at it back and forth with each other. But things got really serious in 2015 when Rick Ross's baby mama, Lastonia Leviston, sued 50 Cent for allegedly exposing a sex tape of her online. Now I'm trying to wonder how the hell 50 Cent got a sex tape of Rick Ross's woman. Leviston actually won the case and got $7 million from 50 Cent, who then decided to sue his own law firm after claiming that Ross had been the one to leak the tape and that his attorney, Reed Smith, at the time, had failed to secure evidence and testimony from Rick Ross. So 50 actually turned around after losing that lawsuit, and Rick Ross' baby mama got $7 million off of 50 Cent. 50 turned around and sued his own lawyer and said, man, you a failure. You could have done this. You could have done that. You should have got this. You failed to secure evidence and testimony from Rick Ross. Now, that's crazy. After avoiding 50 for a year, the law caught up with the record executive in March when he was served a subpoena to testify. Now, the court documents from the case, which is worth $32 million, by the way, have now answered an age-old question: just why? Why are 50 Cent and Rick Ross beefing, and how the hell did it begin in the first place? Listen to this. For years, I have been engaged in what many people in the industry call a rap war or beef with another hip hop artist who is Curtis Jackson, who is professionally known as 50 Cent and is the plaintiff in this action. This is what Rick Ross's testimony in writing on his affidavit that was obtained by All Hip Hop actually says. Now, during the years, like around the 2009 time frame, he said that Curtis and I engaged in this professional rivalry of beef in which we tried to humiliate each other, and something that is not uncommon in our line of work in the rap business, Rick said. He added that his statement that rappers beef all the time, and it's sometimes used just as a tool to raise their profile among fans. You know, the whole beef, fabricate a beef, sell a couple of records, that kind of thing. Beef sells, drama sells, you know, boring does not sell. Nevertheless, his beef with 50 Cent could quickly grew personal, even though it was supposed to be professional. Rick Ross went on to say that our beef was meant to be fought primarily with words and rap artistry, Your Honor. It was supposed to be lyrical. It was supposed to be on wax. I am not into this in the street stuff. It is obvious that Curtis and I have had our beef over the years, but enough is enough. So that's how it is. This is what the subpoena actually says, amongst other things. He gave the whole at about in 2009 that I learned off the sex tape. I recall having a radio interview with a hip hop correspondent whom as known as Big Tigger. Now, by my best recollection is that he told me about the existence of the video. Rick Ross even threw Tigger in there. Tigger might have to go to court and testify to clear this up. Did you or did you not notify Rick Ross of this sex tape that 50 Cent had? And how did you come about to knowing about this? And Big Tigger, if he gets up in court and says, well, you know what I'm saying, me and 50, we was just chilling, and he just pulled this out. He pulled his phone out, and he was like, bam, on an iPhone. And it was a shorty on there doing the wild thing, you know what I'm saying? She was going crazy, hitting it from all angles and stuff. And he was like, yo, Tig, you know who this is? And I'm like, nah, I don't know who that is. It looked like a nice porn, though. And he like, this Rick Ross baby mama, homie. And I'm gonna exploit her with this. If Tigger gets up and says something like that, which I think he won't, then 50 Cent would be in big trouble. May we mention again that this whole suit is worth $32 million. 50 Cent has already lost $7 million in judgment to Rick Ross's ex. So I'm sure he is pretty salty about that. It's going to be interesting to see where the rest of this goes. At the end of the subpoena, it says that the biggest boss in it, but to be clear, I never did post the video or any excerpts of it. So unlike Curtis, I always try to stick to the business. I even thanked Curtis during the interview, noting that I appreciated all of the attention and that it's a big business and I am the biggest boss in it. But to be clear, I never did post any of the videos or any excerpts of it on deeperthanrap.com or any other websites. I never authorized anyone else to post the video or any excerpts of it on deeperthanrap.com or any other website on my behalf. In fact, I never even had possession of the video. This is what Rick Ross paperwork says in court. So they're bouncing the tennis ball back and forth at this point. 50 Cent is saying that he did not leak that videotape. That had nothing to do with him. It was Rick Ross that leaked it and blamed it on 50. And 50 has lost millions behind it so far. So the beef continues. You know what I'm saying? In March of 2020, I was ordered to appear for a deposition in furtherance of a lawsuit between Curtis and his former law firm, Reed Smith. And of course, here we are now. The big boss, Ricky Ross, has been hit with that subpoena to appear and testify. So it looks like we will be seeing 50 Cent and Rick Ross toe-to-toe, face-to-face in an American courtroom, going at it over a sex tape. Who leaked it? A sex tape with Rick Ross's ex-woman on it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Is this some petty beef that they both need to let go and get over? Or do you think that too much money is involved right now? $7 million judgment already passed against 50 Cent to pay that money to Rick Ross's ex, and also $32 million on the table right now, whoever wins or loses this case. Let's go. It's BrainFlow TV. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.